One of the concerns these homeowners had before this project started was the lack of natural light that was coming into their home. With a new roof being installed, they wanted to know what their options would be to improve it. Lindus Construction recommended the installation of 3 sun tunnels and a Velux skylight to help brighten the home. The results were amazing. So let's catch up with our remodeling consultant, Andy Lindus, to see these products being installed and show how natural lighting was added to this home. Well, Andy, this is pretty cool being up in an attic. Not often we get to get up here and there's a lot of natural light coming in. And, you know, we can hear the guys doing some heavy pounding up there, installing the shingles. But the reason I wanted to get up here in this attic is to actually see how one of these natural light tubes is installed. I mean, it's amazing how much light they bring into a house.
Yeah, this is the sun tunnel system by Velux. It really does bring a lot of natural light in this interior hallway. An interior bathroom with no natural light at all, and then the entryway with no natural light, it's going to make a huge difference to a homeowner. This, again, is something that most people don't want to do. One, it's not fun working in an attic. You can tell it's about 120 degrees in here, and the things that we're doing in this home to make it more energy efficient, bring in the natural light, really is going to change this home.
And again, the whole reason that you guys came out here initially is because of hail damage, and then as you talk to them, they said one of the things they disliked about their home was that it was really dark. It was a 1970s style. There wasn't a lot of natural light, and they were really at a dead end, they felt. And you told me that when you started talking to them about this, they couldn't believe what the transformation was going to be.
Yeah, you know, when we first sit down with people, we want to find out what their needs are, but more importantly, I want to know what they wish they had, what they want, what's their dream. Let's go from there. Let's make the dream a reality. Let's see what it's going to cost, and if we have to take away from that, we can, but let's at least put it down on paper, come up with a decision. On this home, a world of difference. I mean, imagine this heat coming through all that insulation into the home. Just the cooling costs alone in the summertime is going to pay for itself. And the natural light, I told them, you'll never have to turn these lights on again in the hallway. That light in the bathroom during the daytime will probably never come on. It brings in that much natural light.
So that said, have you ever run into any situations where you couldn't install one of these sun tunnels?
You know, more often than not, we're going to be able to find a way to do it. I've gone down 3 different floors before with 5 different elbows and was still able to bring enough natural light into that basement room where the light never has to come on during the day.
Wow, that is wonderful. So as far as the installation process itself, let's quickly walk through that. And you know, what I first noticed is that this was in the center of the hallway, center of the house. I assumed that it was going to go straight up through the peak of the roof, but that isn't the case.
No, you know, we want to make sure that we're getting as much natural light as possible. So if we can get it to face south, that's going to bring in more sun than it would on the other side of the roof. So what we do is, you know, you saw Lynn, our technician, he measured 60 times, it seemed like, to make sure, because you cut once, you don't want to repair the ceiling. So you cut in the ceiling first, and then you try to match up where you're going to go on the roof. Once you have those 2 holes cut, you fill in between with whatever you need to bring as much natural light in as possible.
So again, you can go at virtually any angle here, and it must be nicer when you're actually in the process of replacing a roof, but if I'm not replacing the shingles on my roof, can I still install one of these?
Yeah, you can do those standalone, and it's really not that much money to bring in natural light into your home.
This is just wonderful. It's a great way to save energy, bring in natural light, but it's only as good as the installation, because we talked earlier about how important the flashing is. I assume around the outside on the roof, that flashing is very important.
Yeah, the flashing's important to make sure that they never leak, one, and then how you install them. If you don't get it the right angle, use the right parts, the natural light isn't going to be as great as you want it to be.